and gentlemen, welcome back to Yours Now. My name is Kevin Boone, sitting alongside me, my buddy, my pal, my partner in crime, my brother in solidarity, James Sevilla.
What's up, people? All right, well, should we just get right into this?
I think it might be wise to just hop right on in.
All right, well, headlines and news.
Hey, look at that. Looks like we came up with a magic marker, didn't
we? We fit into the budget this week.
That's
magic
right.
marker, I told you.
All right.
American Idol. All right, the new judge, Ellen DeGeneres. They shit-canned her. For whatever reason, Paula Abdul's not coming back.
I hear it was a money issue.
Lack of money. They won't give her the millions that they give Simon.
Whatever.
I hear you. How do you feel about her being the new judge, though?
Originally, we were going to go into this last week, and we talked off camera a little bit on our feelings and everything.
And you kind of said you didn't like this idea.
I did originally, but after further thought and pondering, I'm now going with a 2 thumbs up on Ellen.
2 thumbs up?
2 thumbs up.
Really?
Really? I'm not shitting you.
Oh, no, what's the some change of heart?
Well, pretty much how you put it towards me. Hey, listen, she has no musical background. She has no knowledge in music. Mm-hmm. She knows nothing for nothing. Nope. So she is, as you put it to me, the voice of the people.
Exactly. I think that's important.
I think that is important. I mean, if you put you or I or any other Joe Schmo out there on the judge's floor, I think it would be good. So, and not to mention, we are taking away the comic factor of Paula being drunk. So, Ellen is going to have that fucking comic relief in there that's going to be fucking excellent.
She's funny.
And like Paula, she'll be dancing, and she'll probably be going through the stage and up and through the crowds of the people dancing. I think it's going to be a riot.
I think it's going to be good, like you said, you know what I mean? She gives an aspect of what the people think. She's just like everybody else. She buys records, what's going to sell, this and that, you know what I mean? The only thing I really am skeptical of here is what's she going to do, like, with Simon? Like, Simon's going to walk all over her. She's not a very aggressive person.
You know what? I think you might be shocked about that.
Yeah?
I have a funny feeling.
Step up.
I think she's going to have an aggressive side to her. I think a little bit. Maybe not at first. We start with the people who really suck. And it's going to be more of a comic relief type aspect because Simon's going to tell me rather diarrhea than listen to them sing, and I think she's going to add a little humor to it. I think as we watch the season progress, I think she's going to get a little bit more aggressive with Simon and tell him her point of views and her thoughts.
I guess we'll find out.
We will find out.
All right, moving on. Patrick Swayze, Kev, and, we talked about this a little bit, too, and I'm upset about this. 57 years old, we lose him to pancreatic cancer. I mean, I'm a big fan.
What kind of cancer?
Pancreatic? Yeah, in the intestinal area. Okay.
It's pancreatic, but whatever.
Yeah, but one of those that you really can't cure.
No, that is the worst form of cancer.
You cannot.
I lost my grandmother to pancreatic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know that.
No, it's all right.
So, yeah, 57, Point Break, fucking Ghost.
Well, this is my take on it. To me, it's not like... See, I don't find, these actors and everything to be major losses when they die. It's... You know what? The guy wasn't going to be putting out any films anytime soon, let's face it. So what we got is...
He was doing that new TV series, The Beast.
I didn't even watch it.
I liked it. It was a great show.
All right. Well, whatever. Maybe by chance we missed another great by Swayze. But the likelihood of that is pretty low, I think, Jim. So, hey, you know what? Let the guy rest in peace. I'm not gonna mourn over it. He did do some great stuff. Let's be honest.
Roadhouse.
Classic. Fucking cult classic. That's an amazing fucking movie. Cheesy, yes. But a great movie. Great entertainment value.
Point Break.
I didn't really care all that much about it. I know most people do.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Point Break. Ghost. It's a chick flick, but let's face it, it was a fucking great movie.
Great story.
Okay? Dirty Dancing. Another complete chick flick. I can't really sit through it, but hey, you know what? I will also...
They made him.
It did make him, and you know what? I'll give credit where credit is due.
He did that song, She's Like the Wind.
Dude, his voice was incredible.
Yeah,
Who fucking knew that Swayze could sing like that?
Yeah.
So, you know what? Amen, brother. Rest in peace. God rest your soul.
Absolutely. Hell of a loss. Moving on. Only thing left in headlines is swine flu, Kev. I hear talks, it's all over the place. They're calling for epidemics to break out now at the schools back in season.
I know. All right, listen.
I mean, you got people going crazy. They're saying no physical contact on the playground. I mean, they're going like, you know.
It's also, if I may say this wrong, but I think it's also, N1A1 or some fucking...
There's a technical name for it,
Yeah,
too.
it's N1 something or other fucking virus. Hey, listen, what kind of point am I or you...
N1H1, I think it is.
N1H1, that's right, you got it. What kind of point are we really going to make on this? I'm not a doctor. I'm not a fucking biologist. I know nothing about
I just want to know if you think that they're going too far with this and making too much of a big deal about it, or should we be concerned that there's going to be a major fucking outbreak here?
Well, hey, listen, I mean, history repeats itself, okay? And that's something that we really can't shy away from or ignore. History repeats itself. You can look at all the plague, the Black Plague, I mean, chicken pox, smallpox, all these things wiped out mass amounts of people at one point in time. Hey, you know what? They came up with a fucking cure, and they came up with something to fix it. They will probably do that with this as well. I don't think...
I think they're actually offering a vaccine.
Well, they are to an extent, but I think it's nothing more than a flu shot. Swine flu is the flu. It's just a derivative of a flu. It morphed into whatever. But hey, listen, here's the fact, people. You know what? At the same time, I totally disagree with sheltering your children. I totally disagree with, all this fucking Purell and all that. You know what? When my kids were born, I took them right out into society. I took them right out into public. I brought them to stores. I brought them here. I brought them there. I was not a person to shelter my kid. It seems to me that if you shelter your kid and you hide them away from viruses and fucking bacteria and everything else, those end up being the most sickly kids in the world.
You can't have your kid live in a bubble.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Is this something to be concerned about? Absolutely. Nobody wants to get sick. Nobody wants their children or any other relative to die. So, yes, it is something to be concerned about. But at the same time, as they said with the fucking terrorist attacks, if we live our lives in shelter, we're already killing ourselves. Okay? So, do what you're going to do. Be safe. Fucking, wash your fucking hands. But don't take it to an extent that's so fucking ridiculous that you can't even live your life.
My point is, the only thing I want to make is I heard this off reading many newspapers, people doing their homework, which I have not, but they're saying that, people are making the swine flu thing out to be like the king of all flus, when you know how many people die just on a regular flu season, the regular flu?
Of course, I mean, the elderly get it,
yeah.
Children get it, and they pass away.
Bottom line is, if you are young, old, if you have previous health conditions, you're in danger of any kind of flu or whatever.
I'm just not a fan of sheltering children and doing everything that you got. Like all the Purell and shit, dude. Everything is antibiotic now, and it's just fucking. It makes for bad times. I mean, your kids are gonna get sick, people. I mean,
Absolutely.
I hate to tell you. That's what's gonna happen. What can you do? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we just want to let you know, to continue this episode, please watch part 2. Part 2.
Part 2, where we'll go into thoughts and opinions.
That's right. Thoughts and opinions coming up on part 2.